Hi everyone, my name is Princess Belle, and today I'm going to tell you one of my favorite stories. If you haven't already, check out my story time. I looked out the window. It had been raining for 6 straight days, and I felt cooped up. I hadn't taken a walk or visited the stables in nearly a week. Will the rain ever stop? I wondered. Chip, the little teacup, was wondering the same thing. He had already played all the board games he could think of. Now he just wished he could go outside. Since he was so little, he didn't have a job like the other enchanted objects. But the rest of the enchanted objects had finished their work. The castle was spotless. Lemire, the candelabra, wandered into the dining room. He noticed how bored Chip and I looked, and he began to sing a song in French. Then Clogsworth the clock rounded up some napkins, spoons, and bowls, and led them into a dance. "That's it!" he cried, as they whirled around the table. "Hooray!" Chip yelled when the song was over. "That was wonderful!" I cried. "Will you do another one?" Lemire frowned. "Actually, we need to go check on the master," he said. "Yes," Clogsworth agreed. "He might need something." He and Lemire hopped off the table and went to the bee's study. "Now what will we do, Belle?" Chip asked. I looked over at the teacup and smiled. "I'm not sure, Chip," I said. "I'll try to think of something." Just then, Chip's mother, Mrs. Potts the teapot, entered the room. She knew just what would cheer me and Chip up. "Let's have a tea party," she suggested. "Belle, why don't you change into your prettiest party dress? And Chip, I have a special job for you." The little teacup smiled excitedly, and I raced upstairs to change. "We're going to have a tea party," I exclaimed when I reached my room. "Oh, that's lovely, dear," the wardrobe replied. "You'll need something bright and pretty to wear." She opened one door and looked inside. I reached for a navy dress. "No, no, no," the wardrobe cried. "That's too dark for a tea party." The wardrobe rummaged around a little bit more and found a yellow hat. "You simply must wear this," she said. "It's beautiful," I cried. Then I noticed that the wardrobe was holding a yellow and gold dress, matching the gloves. "Oh, you've outdone yourself," I said. The wardrobe smiled proudly. After I changed, I looked inside the mirror and twirled around. It was such fun to dress up. "You'll be the belle of the ball, tea party," the wardrobe said with a giggle. Meanwhile, Lemire and Clogsworth returned to the dining room. The beast had been taking a nap, so they didn't need to do anything for him. Once the clock and candelabra heard about the tea party, they started getting the dining room ready. They put a vase filled with blue flowers on the table. Then the spoons, dishes, and napkins jumped into place. Now all they needed was food. Long before, Mrs. Potts and Chip brought in some tiny sandwiches and pastries with frosting. "Ooh la la," Lemire cried. "This will be a wonderful tea party. I think we're almost ready." "Ahem," Clogsworth said. "Chip, would you please place this card at the head of the table?" He gave Chip a card with my name on it. "That way she'll know where to sit." Chip placed the card in place. Mrs. Potts smiled at her son. "Now you go take your place too," she said. The little teacup hopped onto a saucer excitedly. It was his first tea party, and he couldn't wait for it to begin. "Everything Everything is so beautiful, I exclaimed as I walked into the dining room. But wait, said Mrs. Potts. We can't forget the most important part of the tea party. The tea! Mrs. Potts tipped herself over and poured some tea into Chip. Then I picked up the cup and took a sip. The little teacup beamed. At last he had an important job. This is such a lovely tea party, I said. I'm so glad I have good friends like you. Me too, said Chip. Everyone smiled. Maybe rainy days weren't so bad after all. Thank you for listening to the tea party. I'll be joining you next time. See you.